Topic: The Coat That Is Alive. The story is told of a teacher who was so poor that during the winter he had nothing to wear but a single cotton garment. By chance, a rushing river had caught up a bear in the mountains and swept it down with its head hidden under the water. Some children saw the back of the bear and cried out, "Teacher, look, a fur coat has fallen into the water. Since you are cold, pull it out." The teacher was in such need and so cold that he jumped in to get the fur coat. The bear dug its claws into him and held him in the water. The children cried, "Teacher, bring the fur out, or if you can't, let it go and you come out." "I have let it go," he answered, "but it won't let go of me. What can I do?" "How then should yearning for God let you go? This is a cause for thanks, that we are not in our own hands but in God's. An infant knows nothing but milk and its mother. God does not leave it in that state, but causes it to move to the stage of eating bread and playing. Then he draws it to the stage of reason. In relation to the other world, we are just infants. This world is another mother's breast. God will not leave you until he brings you further, until you realize that this state is just infancy, nothing more. Topic: Keep your eye on the friend. When a friend is seated beside his friend, 100,000 tablets of mystery are opened. The brow of the friend is a preserved tablet, where the secret of the two worlds appears. The friend is the guide on the way during his friend's journey. So Muhammad said, "My companions are like stars. The star shows the way across desert sands and its sea. Fix your eye on the star, for he is the one to be followed. Keep your eye on his face. Don't stir up dust with discussions and arguments. You will just veil the star with that dust. The witnessing eye is better than the stumbling tongue. Be silent so he may speak who calms the dust, he whose inmost garment is divine inspiration." Topic: Like two bells on one camel. Love is thirsting to drink, and seeks another with that thirst. This love and that lover are at each other's heels, like day and night. Day is in love with night, and has lost control of itself. When you look inwardly, you will see that night is even more in love with it. Never for one instant do they cease from seeking. Never for one moment do they stop pursuing each other. This one has caught the foot of that one, and that one the ear of this one. This one is distraught with that one, and that one is beside itself for this one. In the heart of the beloved, the lover is all that matters. In the lover's heart you will find nothing but the beloved. There nothing keeps them apart. These two bells are on one camel. How could they ever think of visit me once a week? Did anyone ever pay recurring visits to himself? Topic: The Path of Reality. The light of zikr creates the full moon and brings those who are lost to the path of reality. At the times of the morning and evening namaz, make yourself a prayer, saying La ilaha illallah. Topic: The Troops of Fantasy. The troops of fantasy keep arriving, tirelessly passing through the curtains of the heart. If these ideas are not from one single plantation, how do they come so quickly, one after the other, on each other's heels to the heart? Company after company, the army of our ideas, compelled by thirst, rushes toward the fountain of the heart. They fill their jugs and go. Continually they appear and vanish. Look at your thoughts as stars in the sky, revolving in the sphere of another heaven. If you have experienced waves of beauty, give thanks and do some good for others. If you have experienced ill fortune, give alms and ask God pardon. Who am I in relation to all this? Come, O my sovereign, make my ruling star auspicious. Turn toward me now. Illuminate my spirit with the moon's light. My soul is eclipsed by conjunction with the dragon's tail. Deliver it from vain imaginations and opinion. Deliver it from the dark well and tyrannous rope, so that through your good loving kindness this heart might lift its wings and soar high above water and earth. Topic: The endlessness of knowledge. The sleep of the knower is better than worship. If it is a knowing that brings awakening, the quiet of the expert swimmer is better than the exertion of one who can't swim. Someone who can't swim keeps flailing and drowns, while the good swimmer glides quietly onward. Knowledge is an ocean without any shore. The seeker of knowledge is a diver through the seas. Though his life is 1,000 years long, he never wearies of seeking. For as the messenger of God has said, there are two greedy ones who are never satisfied, the seeker of the apparent world and the seeker of knowledge. Topic: In the center. If you don't like the fragrance, don't come to our neighborhood. And if you can't tear off your clothes, don't jump in the stream. This is the direction from which all directions are directed. Unless this is what you want, stay away from the center. Topic: The beloved's name. If Zuleika piled up 100,000 names, her meaning and intention always was Joseph. When she was hungry, as soon as she spoke his name, she would be filled with spiritual food and drunk with his cup. His name would quench her thirst. The name of Joseph was a sherbet to her soul, and if she were in pain, her pain would quickly turn to blessing with his dear name. In cold weather, it was a fur to her. This, this the beloved's name can do when one loves. The vulgar keep saying the holy name, but it doesn't do this work for them, because their love isn't real. The miracle Jesus fashioned by speaking the name of who came clearly to her through the name of Joseph. When the soul is in union with God, to speak of God is to speak of this soul, and to speak of this soul is to speak of Him. She was empty of self and filled with love for her friend, and as the saying goes, a pot drips what is in it. Topic: Becoming lost in God. The scent of the saffron of union brings laughter. The smell of the onion of absence brings tears. Most have 100 objects of desire in their hearts, but this isn't the way of love and affection. Love's sun in the daytime is the beloved's face. The sun is just a veil over that face. One who doesn't know the veil from the face of the beloved is just a sun worshipper. Stay away from him. The beloved is both the lover's day and daily bread. She is both the lover's heart and heartache. God's fish receive from the essence of the water, their bread and water, and clothes and medicine and sleep. The lover is like a child drinking milk from the breast. In the two worlds he knows nothing but milk. The child knows that milk and yet doesn't know it. Intellectual ponderings have no means of entrance here. This advertisement by love made the spirit crazy, to find both the opener and that which is opened by her. The spirit isn't mad to go on such a quest. No, for it's the sea itself within it that carries it along, not just a stream or a river. How should the spirit find God? One who finds God becomes lost in her. Like a restless river, he merges into the ocean. The seed becomes lost in the earth. Only then does it become a fig tree. Topic: Lightning on the path. All selfish pleasures are a deceit and a fraud. A lightning flash that is just a brief gleam, false and fleeting, surrounded by darkness, and your journey is long. In a flash of lightning, you can neither read a letter nor ride to your destination. But because you were enthralled by the lightning, the beams of sunrise withdraw themselves from you. Mile after mile through the night, the lightning's deception leads you on. Without a guide through a dark wilderness, on the mountain you stumble, you fall into a river, you wander in this direction and in that. Filled with worldly ambitions, you will never find the guide, and if you find him, you will turn your face away, saying, I have traveled so far on this road, and now this guide tells me I have lost my way. If I follow his advice, I must begin my journey all over again under his authority. But I have devoted my life to this journey. I will go on, come what may. Yes, you have journeyed afar, but only in opinion insubstantial as lightning. Come, make 1/10 of that journey for the sake of an inspiration as glorious as sunrise. Topic: The Ladder of Abraham. Abraham said, O traveler, I will be your mighty bird. When you make of me a ladder to journey aloft, you will ascend to heaven without flying. As the heart, without provisions or riding camel, travels swiftly as lightning to west and east, as man's consciousness, wandering abroad while he is asleep, travels during the night to remote cities, as the Gnostic, sitting quietly in one place, travels by an invisible path through 100 worlds.